Welcome back, everyone. Today we are in Danang, Vietnam, Central Vietnam. We were expecting tropical beaches and palm trees, etc., which is what it's known for, as well as some really good food. However, what we got was another typhoon. 5 hours after we landed, this is what we came into. He was hitting us directly, our hotel directly in the window there, and the had shifted. And so that way it was now kind of going past us there. But it's coming down in sheets, and I did that for about a day. It was going on. Some flooding, some damage, some wind. We had actually even changed our hotel because we were right on the beach before. And with storm surges, etc., we just didn't want to take the chance. So we changed it up, booked it further in. That means your next video here for a bit is going to be the breakfast buffet. Which had a variety of good things. Actually, it was really fresh. Everything was really fresh, really good. Lots of local things that changed every day. We were there for about a week, and even from some of the people who really know, like our traveling companions, really know a lot about Vietnamese food, were very impressed with some of it. Some of it they thought was some of the best Vietnamese food, better than they would cook at home, which was saying a lot. So that was very nice. Fresh fruit, always a favorite in tropical places. It's just so much better than what we get back here at home. What else did they have? They had pho. They had a pho station. Today, that day there, other days that has other dishes. Of course, they also have main station, fresh juices. And then at the very end here, really quickly, they also have a Vietnamese coffee station. So there's that. Next, we moved on to, a couple of days later, we did go to the beach. And they had been cleaning up. Here you can see it's already quite cleaned up already. The water was still a little murky. There was still a number of things on the beach. But it was nice. It was hot. It was really good. That afternoon, we ended up going to a place called the Marble Mountains. And they are, hold on. They are described as 5 limestone hills. They're named after the elements: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. They're featuring Buddhist temples, pagodas, stone carvings, and panoramic views, with Toi San, the water mountain, being the largest, which is what you see here, and most accessible for exploring caves. They were also tunnels that were used as Viet Cong hideouts, hospital command centers, stuff like that during the war. I'm not sure if it was exactly in this tunnel or if this led to other tunnels like that, but that was one of it. So let's take a look inside. You'll notice off to the side, there's some little pink hands in the water. So look carefully. Might be able to see them there, just kind of peeking out to the left. Apparently that's for the people that were lost souls or something like that. Called Water Mountain. Interesting. You'll notice throughout that there's water dripping down and it is wet. Very humid. I also found it interesting that those seating things were carved stone as well. So within the walls, looking all around, kind of cave-like, and there are reliefs carved into the stone. Walking now into one of the main big caverns. I was kind of surprised to see some LED lights in there. I thought it might be more natural or something, but kind of cool. Interesting piece to have backlit. Big jaw spot, incense pot in the middle. And there were a number of other, like this one here. Those little areas that lead down into other places. We didn't explore every corner of it. I'm not sure that it's all accessible either. But this one opened up this area opened up really, really high. In some places, actually, it went all the way through to the sky. There's some areas there that had some Buddhist statues, and there's a clearer picture of that. And you can hear that there was some music playing too. Looking out again at a different angle, a lot of interesting objects, which I would have to have somebody else explain to me what they mean. I don't understand it. I did find it interesting to look at and to look at all the details and the stuff that are put in there. Some dragon heads above, LED lights, some sound, some chanting softly in the background. You slowly through some of these areas, but when you look around, you never know what you're gonna find. For example, this guy. Probably a warning of something. Then there was an area that was leading up with steps. I didn't go all the way, but the wonderful Danny part did. So we were going up here. We went all up this area, looking down, and kind of sketchy. And all of these steps, very steep, water-filled, wet, and yet on the sides, carvings, little carvings all over the place. This, on the left-hand side is obviously a built-up kind of retaining wall. But little bits all over. You can see on the sides, up the walls. Yeah, just everywhere you look, there was those things. And then it just got really sketchy. So this is where I stopped. I didn't go further than this. Climbing up here, you take your life into your hands. Because I think when you get one long step here, if you were to fall on that, oof, not a good outcome. So, yeah, and they're not even steps at all. You can tell they're wet. They're all kind of all over the place. I mean, interesting. Lots of stuff to see on the sides. Gotta find your path. Which way actually goes up? And of course, the dragon head. Of course, one of the good things for the camera is that we can pan down and look at what it was like without actually having to physically turn around yourself to say, oh my goodness, don't look down. So in the safety of the editing room, we can now look down. Some elephant carvings here. And all sorts of other things all the way up. Here we've got some white marble. All of the towns around this area also are known for the different carvings, whether they be with Buddhas or statues or all sorts of mythical creatures and stuff like that. But a bunch of the towns all around there, they're all selling stuff. So when you walk out of here, every size, from huge to small, all different things that you can see that you can actually purchase if you want. And the towns all around are known for that. You kind of look down here. Basically, every one of those little stalls in front, almost all of them were selling some sort of carving thing. All right, and our next destination is the Dragon Bridge in Danang, which is part of their infrastructure. One of the things that I thought was kind of interesting was how they even take, a major part of their infrastructure, a bridge that connects the city center with the beaches, to make it a cultural touristy thing. So the dragon itself symbolizes prosperity and power. And on the weekends, it has a fire and water show. So we'll take a look at that there. But lit up by, thousands of LEDs as well. But the LED lights, you can hear along the kind of walk on one side here. Lots of LEDs. Look at that fog building in the blue, where it's all lit up. The whole building is lit up with LEDs. You can kind of tell there. That's one of the things that mesmerized me about Asia, is they have so much of that it's just large, massive size, advertising, marketing. But even if it's not doing that, even if it's just doing other things, it's like watching a TV the size of an entire apartment building. Here we're just taking a walk, looking at some of the different vendors. Off to the side, coffee shops, food stalls, places that show up, and then these guys here, could probably show up every day type thing, or every weekend. People dressed up in cosplay to take a picture if you know who they are. If you look in Mickey Mouse. Good view. Some nice hotels. Some nice bar front stuff here, like if you're sitting there having a drink. All right, so now we need into the dragon. Ooh. You feel the heat? It's a big deal. They shut down the bridge, so there's no traffic while this is going on. I think the whole show probably takes half an hour to an hour. We're in there. But yeah, fire breathing, big hot flames. You could feel the heat even from down below. The heat was quite intense. Lots of people there, lots of people lined up on the bridge. Loads of LEDs. Other times it goes blue, changes colors throughout. And here comes some of the water. Whoa! Shoots it way out. Figure out, depending on which way the wind goes, if you're going to get wet or not. There's a great view of the people in the area. So obviously on the bridge, it's lined up quite a ways, about halfway down the bridge as well, across the entire river. And then the people over here. And this honestly was a slow weekend, I believe. Lots of people out there videoing. You and your favorite few friends. But when's the last time that you noticed your bridge being able to draw in? A bridge in your city being able to draw in that many people every Saturday and Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, to experience something. Not to mention the spin-off of all from the business in the area, right? All the little coffee shops in the area, all the different little food vendors, all that stuff. People were lining up here, I would say probably 2 hours before it started. And this was just after a typhoon. So, there you go. That was the end. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. See you next time.